Good morning, peoples. That's what I say every good morning, because every morning that you're awake is a good one. So today is October the 6th. It's Thursday, and it's Throwback Thursday. Every Thursday is Throwback Thursday. Talking about throwing back, today's topic, which I told you I'd be talking about today, is all about some YouTubers that are returning from a hiatus of sort. Not a hiatus, because they've been kind of active still, just not as much as before. But they've all returned to the same place that they left a while ago, sort of. So that's today's topic. But before we get started, we got some administrative things to talk about, and just a couple of newsy things. So first of all, it's we'll talk about whether it is gloomy. We'll flip it around. You guys can see it. It's a gloomy day in the D. Look at that. I mean, it is really, really, really. What I say is gloomy, doomy looking. I don't think it's gonna rain. It doesn't say anything about rain today. So I don't think it's gonna rain. So also, on top of that, where it's not gonna rain, it just looks like and I think it's gonna be another day of 75 degrees. So it's gonna be warming up. We'll see what happens. So, but this temperature changing is really, really not the greatest. Where you're going from 50 something, even in the late evening, in the morning, it's like 30 or I don't want to say 30. Maybe it's like 50 low, 75 high. That's like almost 30 degrees change in weather. So yeah. That's absolutely nuts. But it happens a lot here in Michigan, especially in the fall time. Anyways, so it's a beautiful day, sort of, in the D. It's October the 6th, and we're already a week into October. Wow. Tigers are done with their baseball season for sure. I don't remember if they were in last place or second to last place, but they had a really lousy record. The Lions are questionable. They did play a really great game against Seattle. They made some mistakes, and they gave Seattle a really good run for their money. And we'll see what happens this week in the NFL. For the Detroit Lions. We'll have to wait and see. All right, if you have been watching these videos but you don't know when I go live, no sweat. Go ahead and mash the subscribe button. This is the answer for you. You hit the subscribe button, you hit the notification button, you get notified. You get the notification button, you get notified when we go live. It's usually in the morning. Like a little rant in the morning, a little video in the morning, and this no edits, no nothing. It just gets straight up, loaded up to YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Nothing spectacular. So today's topic has to do with some YouTubers, and I'm saying YouTuber because they're from New York. All New Yorkers don't say YouTuber. That's more like a Maine, New England kind of thing. Or they could. I don't know. It's like that. So I have been watching YouTube. It's everybody else has been doing it for a long period of time. And one of the most very famous YouTubers is Casey Neistat. He's been missing in New York for a while. He left right before COVID to go to California, and he left there thinking it was going to be better. I guess maybe, better for his movie career, his filming career, better for the family life, better for everything. And he was there during COVID, and which is still ongoing, and they made that decision to return after finding out that it wasn't for them. So now they're back in New York City permanently. He's back in the studio, he's already cut down a door into the wall that he's probably going to demolish anyways again in the old studio. And it's all right. But along with Casey Neistat, this is the interesting part, along with Casey, we got one more returning person, Dan Mace. Dan Mace is back in New York with his wife. I think he's married. And they're back in New York today. Amazingly enough, I could see Dan in some future videos with Casey again, like we were watching back in 2019. That's completely awesome. Now, as I have said to you in the past, I am an avid watcher of YouTube videos from New York vloggers like Boogie Bob, Super Friends NYC. These are live streamers, by the way. I would call them live streamers and not vloggers. There's a difference. And then let's see, who do I watch? Oh yeah. And the Action Kid, who was live streaming, I think he's back in New York too. I'm not sure if he's permanently there, but he's back. He's back. He's still kind of traveling around here and there. But yeah. He did come back for a short stint to New York. I don't know what the status is of him either. I haven't, kept track. But there are a lot of people that are streaming more than before, I feel like, in New York. So that's a good thing. So I think that it's the YouTube community in New York has gotten bigger. And New York City has gotten bigger, and I think that Casey coming back is going to exemplify that. That's my thoughts on this. It's going to make it even better. And New York is going to get some coverage. It's going to be interesting to see how I like to see some really good videos put out in the future. And whatnot. So Casey's a great guy. He's also a he's a Jewish guy. So it's another reason for me to like him. Maybe I'm just being biased there, I know. So another person that has come back to YouTube, not particularly NYC though, is Renetto. Now, Renetto was gone from YouTube, sort of, for a very long period of time. In another session, in another morning, or maybe tomorrow, I will give you a breakdown of who Renetto is, and a kind of a background of where he comes from, and that time period of people that I know about. And I think that is a interesting thing. There's a lot of YouTubers that are back that are very well known now, that have been around YouTube since like way in the beginning. And it's kind of interesting to see people go, wow, did you know about blah blah? I go, yeah, I've been knowing about them for a very long time. So yeah, so that's, yeah, Renato's back making videos down in Florida, and that's really cool stuff. Anyhow, so let's get back to, I want to show you some things. Look at the fall colors. We're going to pass them by here on the left of the screen. The fall colors are hitting. It's not peaking yet, but look at the fall colors right there. Wow. Look at them on these trees. I love fall time, but these dried up leaves, when they fall, and they've been falling, really mess up my sinuses and everything else. They, I don't know, but I love the colors. It's one thing that I really, really, really love about Michigan is fall time colors. I'm not too big of a fan of Michigan. Like, there's a lot of people who really like snow and Michigan weather with the snow. I don't think they like driving in the snow. I think they like sports and outdoor stuff in Michigan with the snow, where you can go like, skiing, snowboarding, sledding, those kind of things. Myself, I'm half a century old, and my bones don't like the cold weather. That's why when you're getting old, it's time to move to places like Florida, where you don't have this change of weather that your bones start cracking or feeling. I don't know. There's this feeling of arthritis almost in your joints, even though that's probably not what you have. There's probably some type of medical terminology that I don't know the name of why that happens with your joints in the wintertime. But it does. And as you get older, it just gets worse with the climate change. That's why hot weather is good for your bones. Anyways, enough of that. I'm not going to be here complaining about aches and pains, because that's not what I'm about. There is somebody that's stuck in the middle of the road. Their car has got car trouble. You never know what that is. So a month from now, I cannot, and I don't want to say I can't wait, but it will be good when the election time is over here in November, and we sort of get a break for a year. It seems like every other year we're at a election year. I don't know, maybe I'm just paying attention more. I don't know. But there's a lot of, I cannot wait. It hasn't been so bad. I haven't received, like the presidential race, I haven't received a bazillion text messages or other things. I guess the Senate or House race or the local community races don't have that kind of money where they can just churn out things to send to your phones and the robocalls and stuff like that. I think those must be the most expensive things to do in campaigns versus mailers or just Facebook commercials and ads, which are probably more affordable. So maybe that's why you probably see more of those and not anything else. That's why you have to block them on Facebook. Anyways, if you can figure out a way. But Halloween is coming up. That is Going to be on a Monday, I believe. Yeah, Monday Halloween, and I look forward to that. I don't pass out candy. I guess I'm the grumpy old man of the neighborhood. No, there's a lot of people that don't do it either, to be honest with you. Ever since the pandemic, a lot of people don't hand out candy. Remember the first year of the pandemic, people were like, I want to give it out through a tube. I'll just send you the candy through a tube. No contact candy. I don't know. What do you do for Halloween in the pandemic? What do you do? How do you get the candy to the kids? But Halloween is strong still. It's fun. There's lots to do. But it's a great holiday. That's fun. Some people find it kind of not a good holiday. It has some type of maybe some stuff that's going on. Anyways, all right. Wow, that was weird. That was really weird. All right. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. We're just pulling in here, and we'll talk to you guys on another day. For now, over and out.